Hello Seamates, and welcome to Sew with Olin. If you have been looking for a simple beginner-friendly way to make a beautiful double layer handkerchief skirt, you are just in the right place. In this tutorial, I'll guide you through every step from cutting to sewing. And before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new sewing tutorial from us. Now, let's get started.
The waist and the skirt length. So for today, we'll be using waist 42 and skirt length 20 inches. Note that the handkerchief flay is also a flay dress. Is a flay design that is not shaped out. It's just cut on a straight. You get to understand that once we start that. So the first thing we're going to do now is we are going to calculate how we'll get the needed fabric we'll be using today. So that is because we are working with a 360-degree flay. We'll be doing 42 over 6.28. Very soon I'll be dropping sewing formulas and calculation. So if you're here to follow so you can enjoy that once it's dropped. The calculator, 42 divided by 6.28 would give us 6.687, approximately 6.688. Now 6.688 plus 20, which is the skirt length, that will give us 26.688. I didn't know that part was not showing on the camera. That means we will fold 26.688 into 2, and we'll fold that into 2 into another 2. That makes it 4 fold. Just watch what I'll be doing next. We'll measure your 26.688. You fold that into 2 and then fold it into 4. Just let me leave you to watch it carefully. This is very beginner friendly and you will understand better this way. This thing is not just fold into 2, and then on that into 2 line you'll measure 26.688 again and fold that into 2 again. So now you have fold 4. Just ensure that is the folded part, that fold 4 parts where the folding is happening. That is where you will be removing the flay circumference. So just watch me measure that out. Now that is the part you measure your 6.688 that you calculated. Now let's do that. You measure it all round. From the center, you place your tape rule at the center of that fold 4, and you take that round with 6.688 and you keep marking it. Now let's check if it is true to our measurements. So you take that part around just like you can see me do. Once you do that, you now do times 4. Whatever you get there, times 4. So I got 10.5 times 4, that is 42 inches. So that means what we calculated was correct. Now let's cut that out. Note that this is the only part that will be cutting out for this handkerchief flay, because it is not like a normal flay where we have to check our measurement. This one is just like a 4-corner flay, and that is it. I'll cut off the excess on the edge and then you see what we have. Now this is what we have. Let's cut the second layer. The second layer is an 8 inches flay. Let's cut that out just the same way we do for the 20 inches. We'll do the same thing for the 8 inches, and this is what we'll have. As a beginner, for you to know you've done the correct thing, this is what the excess you are cutting off from the flay part. This is what it should look like, a full round circle. Now the next thing to do is to lay the 2 flay on each other and pin them together. You are laying down the full flay and placing the notch on each other, the notched part on each other. Then those parts are the parts we are going to be pinning. Just watch the way I'm doing it in this video and you just get it right. this is what we have after pinning the two together. You can see the longest part, those triangle parts, are falling on the same line, and that is how it's supposed to be. Let's move to the sewing machine. The round circumference part that we pinned together the other time, we are going to stitch them together so they don't fall apart at any point, and remove our pin. Then we move on to folding the edge neatly. You do this as neat as possible till you are done folding the 8 edges. The sewing is one of the simplest, easiest and fastest thing to do when it comes to this skirt. Then moving on, we'll measure the waistband. We had 42 initially, but there is possibility that we add excess after joining the two together, maybe the fabric stretch or whatever. That's not a problem, but our band is supposed to be 42, so we measure our band. The band I'll be using is, I'm using 2 inches elastic, so I'll be cutting a 5 to 6 inches band, and I'll join that together, notch the other edge, then fold it into 2 again, that is into 4 now, then notch again, so that I'll know where my notch part 2 is falling on the band, so that we won't be making any mistake. We won't be having any error when we are joining. We just pin down the notch part of the band to the notch part on the skirt. Just watch what I'm doing, you will understand. I'm using 2-inch elastic, so that will be 2 inch by 24 inches because the actual waist of my model is 31, so minus 7 inches. I'm using 24 inches elastic, so that is what I'll be joining on the machine now. Ensure that your stitching on the elastic is strong enough so that it doesn't get loose when you are stretching the waistband while top stitching the band. So ensure it is very strong. You can see I'm top stitching mine. After joining it, I still top stitch it, and that will help it to also be flat. And after that, I'll use a chalk to mark the 4 parts, just like I mark for the elastic also. I'll be for the band, sorry. So I'll do that also on this one. Then take the fabric to the ironing table and iron. I'll iron flat so that I will be able to identify the edge, so I won't exceed it when I'm tacking down the elastic on the inner parts. Just watch what I'm doing. I will stitch my elastic on my band, the notch part of the band, but that will be the inner part of the band, not the outer part. I'll stitch it at the same point I notched for the band as the same place I marked for the elastic. Just watch what I am doing. It is very easy to do. And I'll carefully stitch down the upper parts and the down parts together, just as you can see me do. If you have watched till now, that means you're learning something. So if you're yet to subscribe, please kindly click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you can know when our tutorial drops next. Also, like and comment your opinion, and if there is anything you want me to do next, just comment it in the comment section and you will have the video. Thank you for watching. So after that, I'll sew the band out and trim off the excess. Then I'll top stitch it twice, so we'll be having 3 lines on the elastic just to leave it firm. The part that we have notched earlier, as you can see on the screen, that is the part we'll be starting from. So we'll stretch it to the second top stitching, that the second notching that we did earlier. So it will give us a view of where we are to start and where we are to stop. So that's the reason we have to top stitch the elastic on the band, just to make it easier for beginners. Just watch what I am doing and you will enjoy every bit of it. Repeat that for the second top stitching and Ensure a straight sewing, very straight, as straight as possible, and ensure that you are not packing the one that is under, also the fabric under, so that your work will not look rough. As you can see, we are sewing from the inside because it's the inside that we stitch down the elastic, so that's where we are sewing from. Just watch what I am doing. It is something very easy. And here is what we have as our waistband. You can see how neat that is. Very, very neat. You can see that, and stretchy. Nothing is held down. Then we attach the band to our waistband, notch to notch. Also, please, notch to notch. From each notch, one notch to the other. When you are doing this, ensure that you are not sewing down the elastic to the clothes. You are sewing only the extra fabric on the band. Don't sew down the elastic. If you sew down the elastic, your work will look very tacky. Just watch what I'm doing. You can see I'm really careful trying to pull out the elastic from because you can't even have too much extra. You just have to be careful and do a very neat job there. And here is what we have after all. Very neat, not tacky. Let's go to the ironing table. Drag your elastic and iron. Press as you drag as you press. That will just soften your elastic and make it stretch better. If you want to see how I achieve the cone tassel at the edges, drop that in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Bye.